What's up, everybody? Welcome to Otto's biggest raffle win ever. Stay tuned after our intro. Everybody, it's your host Otto, coming to you live and direct from the grotto. I'm your host on a channel called 3 Men in the Basement. Thank you very much for watching this video. This is the biggest raffle win ever. I'm so excited to show you this book. It's a huge Spider-Man key. It's just fantastic, and I'll tell you the backstory with this book. So before we get started, check out all the friends of our channel. 3 Men in the Basement, we're friends with all these great channels. Lords of the Long Box, Pressable Deffects, Spine Ticks, Thoro, the NY Warriors, Erod 212, our sponsor, Rocket Comics, okay? Check them out also for all your pressing needs. After this video, stay tuned for a little video about them and all the great work that they do at Rocket Comics. So before we get started, I just want you to know that this was done on Instagram, and I want to give a shout out to Chrisagram99 for running this raffle. It's a pretty big key book, which is hot, and especially with all the controversy that's going on with this character's logo, I felt like I should jump on it. Plus, he reached out to me and he said, hey, Otto, I do run raffle. I do join raffles quite often, and you know what? As any gambler would tell you, I'll tell you about my wins more than I'll tell you about my losses. So that's what true gamblers do. And if any gambler tells you that they win all the time, they're full of shit. All right, let's get that straight. I've been in this game for a long, long time. So he reached out to me and said, Otto, I'm running this book. I'm doing some personal things with the money. It's a big book, and I hope you're interested in it. So I jumped in on it. The book was ASM 129 9.0 CGC yellow label, signed 4 times. 4 times, that's right. John Romita, don't have his SIG. Jerry Conway, don't have his SIG on a book. I've got it on a poster. Stan Lee and Roy Thomas. 4 times yellow label and still a 9.0. Okay. So it was 40 spots at $125 a spot. Okay. So I didn't do that. I enjoy the minis, right? So he had a big mini, and I'm not going to tell you all my secrets, but I enjoy jumping in minis where you can get multiple spots, which is still less than what it would cost to get into the raffle. Okay. So I thought this was a great idea. I jumped in on it. And you know what? I'm supporting a friend through the Instagram community. So I hit it. I hit the first raffle. I got 2 spots in the mini. So now I'm in there for 2 spots at $125 each spot. Okay. I think I paid $100 total for my entries into the mini. I don't remember exactly what it was. And I went back to look, but I couldn't find it. So 40 spots. I've got a 1 in 20 chance. Okay. Not bad. All right. But every gambler will tell you that they're due. All right. So I was out to dinner with some friends. The raffle was going off. I'm like, I got to check it. So like any gambler, what they do, they go, they find a quiet spot, they look. Sure enough, he did a great presentation on it. He sold it really well, and there it was. Everett Otto wins spot number 1 with the 1 spot, and that was the first spot I took, okay? So within 3 days, Chris sent me the book, and it's right here, okay? It's right in here. I did do some unpacking with it, so I will show you this book. Now, I do have an ASM 129. I've had a few copies. I've been very fortunate to upgrade to a solid 8.0. I did crack that 8.0 once, have it resubmitted to CGC, and it came back in 8.0. So that book is an 8.0. I think the GPA on that 8.0 is somewhere around $2,000. And I bought mine maybe 2.5, 3 years ago for somewhere between $600 to $800, to be honest with you, from somebody on Instagram. So I'm still flush with that. Keeping that, because I like to have 2 copies of every key. But without further ado, and it didn't come shipped like this, obviously. I put it in there. Here it is. My ASM 129 yellow label 9.0 ASM 129. I have won big books. All right. I mean, I haven't won the AF-15. I haven't won a Hulk 1 or an X-Men 1 in raffles, but I've won pretty cool books. I've won a first appearance of Mr. Freeze, which was my first win ever. I've won some FF keys. I've won lots of other books. I've won a couple Batman keys. But this, I think, dollar amount is probably the biggest book that I've ever won. All right. Now, why I like this book is you can see Stan Sig was done in 2017, still when Stan was doing a decent Sig. John Romita's signature looks great. Roy's right there, and Jerry Conway right up on top. This was signed 4 separate times. So this book was touched by human hands 4 times, and it still stayed a 9.0. It was signed by Stan Lee on 9 in 2017, Jerry Conway on 6/19, John Romita on 8/19, and Roy Thomas on 8/19 again. So, but it was 8/12 that Romita signed it, and 8/16 that Roy signed it. Okay. First appearance of Frank Castle and the Punisher. All right. Nice colors. All right. Solid 9.0 book right here. Okay. Very happy to have this book in Otto's comic collection. I'm slowly working on all those Spidey Grails, and I'm closing in on them. So stay tuned. Off-white to white pages. Can't go wrong. So again, shout out to Chrisogram99 on Instagram. Follow him. Give him the follow. This is all based on Instagram stuff. So thank you very much for watching Otto's biggest raffle win ever here on 3 Men in the Basement. As always, 3 Men in the Basement are Dave in the Cave, Roger Levesque. Check us out. Every 2 weeks we've got live shows. It's 2021. We've got big things planned. Stick with us, everybody. On behalf of the 3 Men in the Basement, I am Everett Otto, and I am out. And stay tuned for Rocket Comics. Peace.